will be on show to the public for the first time. And you can't wait, Tim, can you?
I can't. Yeah, no, it was quite an arrival, wasn't it, last weekend? These are the pictures live at Edinburgh Zoo. Not sure if that's Yang Guang or Tian Tian, but James Shaw will be able to tell us.
Yep, that's right. The panda that you're looking at the moment is Tian Tian, just taking an early morning stroll around her enclosure. And you may know, actually, that pandas are not early risers. Apparently, they do like to sleep in a bit, so Tian Tian, I think, is just sort of stretching her legs at the moment as she strolls around this specially built enclosure, which she arrived in just a couple of weeks ago, and obviously needing the space that she's using at the moment. So there is huge excitement at Edinburgh Zoo. This is the first time that these pandas have been on display to the public. 50 people, the first batch is in at the moment, another 50 will come in a little bit later. One of the most enthusiastic people for these pandas is Andi McLean, who joins us now. You actually cut the ribbon, is that right, Andy?
Yes, I did. Yes, I had the honour to do that. I was the first person to get a ticket, and for the honour they let me cut the ribbon. So,
what is it about pandas?
I don't know. I just adore them. It's just. Sorry.
And you've travelled quite a long way, haven't you, for this?
Yeah, we came from Warrington. I came up last night, stayed at the local hotel.
And you've also been to China. I mean, this is a real enthusiasm for you.
Yes. I went to China in 2008. Worked at the place where the pandas came from for 3 weeks. Volunteered there. I've got an adopted son there called Andy.
Is it ever possible to see them in the wild? Were you able to do that?
No, they're very elusive in the wild. They're very difficult to actually see.
And what do you feel about the breeding programs, obviously? Because in some ways that's slightly controversial to take them out of the wild to help them breed.
Yes, yeah. I think it's quite good. They've got over 300 now, which they say is enough so they don't have to bring any more in from the wild. So there's this, like a captive population. They can interbreed within that population and keep the DNA pool clean. And so they can work now getting pandas back into the wild.
So what do you think? I mean, that is the next stage, isn't it? I mean, this is supposed to be part of that, of getting captive pandas breeding and also back into the wild. Yeah. You'll follow that, I guess.
Yes, yeah, I'll follow that very closely on my site, pandanews.org. So yeah, I'm hoping we'll see some. I think from there was Wolong, which is the sister of BFX. I've started a semi-wild project where they had some pandas out there. There was Sulin from San Diego who went back a couple of years.
What about the breeding program? Because that is going to start here in the spring, we think, isn't it?
I'm not sure they'll be any next year, but hopefully soon there'll be pandas and we'll be.
You think it could take them a while to be relaxed enough to...
Yeah, I do. I think there'll be a little while to get comfortable, do. She's a little bit nervous at the moment.
What do you think, looking at Tian Tian now? How does she look?
Yeah, I think she's a little bit nervous, but I think she'll calm down quite quickly. And
so the pacing that she's doing, is that a sign of kind of nerves?
It's a little bit. I'm not an authority on it, but to me, it looks like that. It's a little bit what's going on, but
just really getting used to her surroundings. It's still only a couple of weeks.
It is, yeah. I was quite surprised they came out so quickly, but I'm glad. I'm totally glad they're about.
Fantastic. Well, Andy, thanks very much for your time and congratulations on cutting the ribbon. So this is going to be a big boost, we think, for the zoo. They reckon that numbers have doubled. Of course, not many people come to the zoo on a Friday afternoon in December, but double the numbers they would normally have at this time of the year. And they think probably a 30, maybe 35% increase in the number of people who will come over the course of the next year. But this doesn't come cheap. It costs about £640,000 that the zoo pays to the Chinese government for the privilege of having these pandas. That's more than £6 million over the 10 years of the programme. But a lot of people are going to get the opportunity to enjoy these pandas over the course of the winter, over the course of the next 10 years. And the hope, of course, when the spring comes, is that they may even start trying to breed.
James, thank you very much.
They look fantastic, don't they? Just all these panda facts that we've been sort of looking at recently. Do you realise that all their waste at the moment has to be treated as clinical waste for 6 months?
Does it?
Because they're still technically in quarantine.
Are they really?
I'll leave you with that one.
Thank you very much. £70,000 a month on bamboo as well. That's another statistic.
We've got all the statistics.
Yes, we know it all.
We're going to get some weather. Carol, Wayne Rooney has just tweeted, "I hate the snow, hope it stops quick and doesn't affect games like last year." How much snow is there?